Halo, halo, cześć, witajcie moi kochani, witam was bardzo, bardzo serdecznie. Będziemy sobie dzisiaj grać Fire Emblem. Niestety nie ma Soltis. Nie możemy z nią pogadać, a szkoda, by się przydało. Ona oddała jakiś czas temu za nas, nie wiem czy życie, ale chyba możliwość mówienia. Coś tego typu, to nie jest zbyt jakiś taki inteligentny pomysł, no ale jakoś tak to wygląda mniej więcej. Jest dużo osób, które mogłyby z nami porozmawiać, kurde. Co by tu zrobić, nie? To jest pytanie. No, przydałoby się na obiad pójść z kimś. Marianne na przykład. Ili oni.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That looks delicious. Got us.
Dobrze. Teraz może jeszcze na jakiś dodatkowy pójdziemy, jak to się nazywa, chór. O, chór też, można tylko raz użyć w ciągu dnia. Znaczy gotowanie można ile się chce. To znaczy ile się ma składników. To jest dziwne, że musimy my gotować, no ale może to ma jakiś sens. Manuel na przykład weźmiemy i Hildę. Oni zawsze tak, to raczej to samo mówią. Gdzieś tu jest Dimitri, może byśmy z Dimitrim porozmawiali o tej sytuacji aktualnej. Jakiś strażnik, niekoniecznie mnie to interesuje, być może nie do końca. Mercedes, co na to?
Oh, but why would 𝗙𝗚 do something like this? I'm sure we'll be all right, though, Professor. The goddess will keep us safe.
Dam ci jakieś gifty. Może nie aż takie słabe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dobra, proszę bardzo. Tu jest też Dimitri. Właśnie, z Dimitrim porozmawiajmy jeszcze. To jest Marianne, ale niech będzie też.
I've spent my whole life running in fear, and now Surely we can win if we rely on each other, right, Professor?
Oczywiście, że tak. Masz gifta. Masz gifta i się uśmiechnij.
Oh.
Proszę bardzo. Gdzie jest...
Professor.
Flynn. Flynn? Flynn?
War is breaking out again, is it not? An honorable notion. Do you think there is something to be done? Whatever shall we do?
Dobra, no coś tu wymyślimy, nie?
All we can do is steel ourselves for the fight ahead.
Spoko.
Wow.
Masz się, pociesz. Dobra. Gdzieś tu był Dimitri, ale gdzie on może być? A, tu jesteś. Co na to? I will kill her.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Oj, oj. Dosyć poważne tutaj deklaracje, bym powiedział. Nie spodziewałem się, że on coś takiego powie. Chociaż trochę na takiego wygląda, powiem szczerze. Na takiego wygląda.
Need something? This one? This one? Yep, this one?
Dobra.
You're all set. This one?
Trochę więcej expa, oczywiście.
See you again. Need something? This one?
Trochę chodzi o to, żeby mieć więcej expa, nie? Tak naprawdę.
This one? You're all set. This one?
Dobra.
You're all set. See you again soon.
Starczy. Bernadetta tu jest, ale nie ma przecież niestety Manuela. Gdzie jest Manuela? Gdzie teraz Manuela stoi? To jest pytanie. To trzeba by posadzić. Takie coś może? Dobra. Z nimi nie chcę za bardzo rozmawiać. Powiem szczerze. Lindhartem też nie. Ignacem też nie do końca. Znaczy, fajnie by porozmawiać, żeby dowiedzieć się, co myślą. Ale ogólnie zauważyłem, że dzieją się takie ciekawe rzeczy. Dzieje się tyle rzeczy, że jakbym teraz, nie chcę teraz powolniać tej akcji rozmowami, tylko chcę jakby przyspieszyć ją. Chcę jeszcze więcej się dowiedzieć. I chcę jeszcze szybciej dążyć do tego, co się stanie dalej.
If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the sword of the Creator. Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the ball and the battle of the eagle and lion and everything else. I refuse to go down like this though. So let's do something about it. What do you say? It's you and me, Teach. We've got this.
Oczywiście, masz prezent. Dobra.
Hello.
Ja bym jeszcze chciał porozmawiać z Manuelą. Ale gdzie ona jest? To jest Ash. To jest Hilda. Dedu. O, Lizinda tutaj jest. Dobra, Lizinda może porozmawiajmy jeszcze. O, czemu by nie? Gdzie ona przesiaduje? A, dobra, widzę. Chowa się. Jezu, myślałem, że ona zakrwawiona jest.
𝗙𝗵𝗿𝗲, the one who calls herself the Flame Emperor, was connected to those strange beings. The Imperial Army might be using even more terrifying methods than we know. You had better be cautious, Professor. Any amount of carelessness might prove to be our undoing.
Dobra. Może chcesz prezent?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dobra, mamy to. Teraz przydałoby się pójść do Rei i pójść do innych jeszcze. Dobra, teraz tak. Tu mamy kogoś i tu mamy kogoś.
We must protect defiling the Archbishop has
Mamy jakieś questa.
asked of you.
No weźmiemy. Może uda nam się je zrobić, zobaczymy. A tutaj co mamy?
To think 𝗙𝗚𝗏 was somehow connected to the captain's murderer. Well, perhaps it's pointless to get upset about the past. My duty now is to prepare for battle. We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies. Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect Garreg Mach.
Dobra. Spoko. Z nim tak za bardzo nie chciałem rozmawiać. Myślałem, że ktoś inny tam będzie. Okej. Z tą też nie chcę za bardzo rozmawiać. Tutaj nikogo nie ma. A, tam był ten gościu. Kurde, a gdzie jest reszta? Tu ktoś? O nie, dobra, tu już byłem przed chwilą. Może użyję sprintu, że może trochę szybciej się przedostanę dalej. Really? O, tu kogoś mamy? Manuela, jehu!
The mastermind behind the attacks on the monastery was 𝗙𝗙𝗚? Wow. Doesn't make much sense though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess. I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for this political stuff. Mostly I'm worried about my old opera company. I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe.
Jezu, jak ona się przejmuje, nie wiedziałem. Nie wiedziałem, że ona jest taka przejmująca się. No dobra, pomijmy to. Zresztą mamy już chyba eskę nawet. Więc nie będę dalej dawał jej prezentów. Cześć Reja. Tak jest, Reja. Gdzieś Reja jeszcze powinna być. A, tutaj. Dobra.
Excuse me. How are you, Professor? With the Imperial Army drawing near, it is most vexing that we cannot relax and converse as we once did. Thankfully, you have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice. Please do not say such sad things. I am certain you will hear her in time. May the goddess's voice reach you.
Dobra, dam ci prezent, bo jesteś miła. Masz jakąś tam roślinkę, nie wiem, to jest pitcher plant, nie wiem co za roślina jest, ale masz. Smacznego. Tu ile takich prezentów zarezerwowany dla kogoś. Dobra. Teraz najważniejszy problem, czyli wysłuchanie wszystkich supportów. Co tu się podziało ostatnio? Claude, z kim ty chcesz pogadać? Z Lisindą. What?
As you can see, if we were to face an enemy on this terrain, I would go here, and you would go here.
Hang on. If we're trying to repel the enemy, I should be positioned there, correct?
Huh? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Take a closer look at this map. See, there's a graveyard over here. Might run into some of those ghosts you hate so much.
Claude, will you knock it off already? So help me. If you continue treating me like a child, I'll...
Easy there. I'm sorry, okay? Just don't start blasting off any spells in here.
I've more pride than to turn an unarmed soldier to cinders. It wouldn't kill you to speak to me as an equal when we're discussing matters as serious as this.
Actually, I see you as more than an equal. There's no questioning the power you wield. And I was being serious about the formation just now. The bit about the ghosts was just me having fun with you. Or trying to. You're so smart, I figured you'd catch on to that right away. But back to the formation. Can you see why I arranged it like I did? The area I want you to guard requires the ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Who else could I trust with such a difficult task? You're my best bet for something like that.
Perhaps that's true.
Think back to the times we fought together. When have I ever treated you like a child on the battlefield? I depend on you, Lysithea. I value your power almost as much as I do Teach's.
Truly?
I swear to you on all of Fodlan. I'd like to have my fun, but I wouldn't joke about something like that. I consider you a valued ally. I'll stop now before I inevitably drift back into teasing you again. Just know that I meant every word, okay?
Fair enough then. From here forward, see to it that you treat me with the respect of an equal. And I admit that you are not short on talent yourself, but don't go getting a big head over it.
Ciekawie, ciekawie. Wow, wszyscy mają z kimś jakieś kumpelstwo, kurde. Lorenz, z Rafaelem.
Oh, so hungry. I gotta eat something.
Again, Raphael? Here, perhaps this will suffice.
Really? I can have this? But don't you need to eat after all that training?
We can't have you starving, can we? Your strength is a great asset. It would be a terrible loss if you fell faint in battle. Besides, no true noble can look upon the hungry with indifference.
Seriously? Wow, that's awful generous of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But listen while you eat. I believe it would benefit you to pay more attention to the way you carry yourself in the company of your betters. It is the duty of the nobility to protect the common folk. And, in return, the commoner is expected to show deference and respect. Naturally, I understand that there is a certain tendency toward familiarity because we are classmates. However,
Oh, that was tasty.
Raphael, did you hear a word I just said?
Oh, hey! I sent my little sis some of that fancy treat you gave me a while back. She wrote back to say that it was tasty and to thank you. So thanks.
That is excellent news. I'm pleased to hear that you both enjoyed it. But there's no need for you to thank me. It was actually a gesture of gratitude in the other direction, from me to you. Thanks to the wisdom of your words, I have begun to consider my approach to dining in a completely new way. Mealtime has proven to be ideal for the study of character. It is a tool I intend to make great use of as the leader of the Alliance.
Yep. It's just like I told you. Food tastes better when you eat with good company.
That's not quite what I meant. No matter. You are satisfied, I trust?
I could probably keep eating, but I'm ready to train. All right. Time to get back to it so I can protect my buddy Lawrence.
I've not quite gotten through to you, have I? It is not the duty of a commoner to protect a noble. That is fundamentally against the order of society.
But if you hadn't given me food just now, I couldn't survive on the battlefield because I'd be too weak to train. Who'd take care of my little sis if I wasn't around? She'd probably end up starving to death as well. In a way, by feeding me, you're protecting her too.
It was only a little food. There's no need to get carried away.
You're a real decent noble, you know that? Worrying so much about my sister and all. All I gotta do is protect you, then you protect everyone else, right?
I'm not certain your logic is sound, but your strength is undeniable. Very well. Do as you like. Dining certainly is a window to the soul. Eating with you has helped me to see that I've misjudged you. You're not some gluttonous simpleton. You are grateful for the protection the nobility offers, and eager to emulate our example.
Oh yeah! We have it. Loren, z kim jeszcze się kumplujesz? Z Lysindą. Będzie się działo.
It didn't work. Odd. My logic was sound, or so I thought.
Ah, Lysithea. I've just happened upon some lovely tea leaves. Would you care to join me for a cup?
Nope. Busy.
While I admire your dedication to research, you simply must take breaks now and again for the sake of your health.
I am perfectly capable of knowing when to stop. I'm no child, I'll have you know.
Come now, take just a brief respite. Look, I've even brought snacks to go with the tea.
Ooh, that actually looks pretty tasty. All right, fine.
Well, what do you think? These are made especially for my house. I've loved them since I was a boy.
Oh, geez. Wow. Actually, this is delicious. You have excellent taste, Lawrence.
Have as much as you'd like. For the sake of our friendship, I consider it well worth the investment. I'd like to know more about you, Lysithea. Where did you learn such a command of magic? When you were a child, what kind of...
Come on. Can't we just enjoy the snacks? I loathe talking about myself.
Openness is a prerequisite to successful diplomacy. You'll learn that when you take your first real steps into high society.
Can you stop with the kid treatment? I mean, really, is age the only thing you consider when engaging with others?
But there's nothing the matter with being young. There is a role to be played at every stage in life. That is how we learn and grow.
Are you even listening? Ugh, it's like you can't even help yourself but to continue treating me like a child.
I absolutely recognize your raw ability. You possess quite a rare gift for magic. I hope we can find a way for you to use that gift to help as many people as we can. Surely you can agree to that at least.
You really are relentless. I'll spell this out for you once more. I don't care.
Jest, to się zdenerwowała.
That
Oh,
very
wow.
ability will ensure a better future for 𝗏𝗏.
I, sir, am nothing like you. You're bullheaded and boorish, and utterly fixated on the future. All you care about is what's to come. Sure, it's all well and good to be thinking about such lofty things. However, for me, the future's a very long ways off. Better to focus on the present, on the here and now. Thanks for the tea.
Jaka kulturka, pojechała go, to jeszcze podziękowała za herbatę.
Lysithea?
Grubo się podziało u nich. Ojeju. Z kim ty jeszcze się możesz kumplować? A, z Marianne, ale z Marianne to się kiedyś tam stanie, kiedyś. O, z Manuelą,
Lawrence, do you have a moment to spare, my dear?
Hello, Professor Manuela. I trust all is well with you.
I am quite well, thank you for asking. You are always such a gentleman.
Thank you for saying so. How may I be of service?
I was wondering if we might spend a little time together, maybe chat a bit?
Certainly. It is an honor to speak with someone as elegant as yourself. I've just made tea. Would you like a cup?
Oh, that would be just lovely. Lawrence, I hope you won't think it too forward of me, but I was wondering if you could explain a poem to me. It goes like this. Verdant rains soothe my aching heart like a cherished friend. Amid time's flow I mourn, bonds I'm not sure I can ever rend. As my mind clings to desperate thoughts, here it comes, hoarse bow moon and summer's end.
Oh, that's my poem.
As I suspected, I've checked absolutely everyone's handwriting. It's a sad poem, though, isn't it? Feels lonely, possibly even, dare I say, defeated. What makes you feel that way, Lawrence? Why aren't you happy? I very much want to know.
Well...
Pierwszy raz Manuela zachowuje się jak prawdziwy nauczyciel. What the fuck?
Where did you even get that?
I found it, and when I saw the words, I read them. Well, that's what people do when they see words. They read them.
Kindly return that at once. Reading someone else's work without permission. What an egregious breach of etiquette. Honestly.
Oh, dear. Snatching at something someone else is holding. How violent. It's not like you to lose your composure, Lawrence.
Please, just forget you ever saw it. I beg you.
I'm afraid I could never forget that peek into the darkness of your soul. Nor would I want to.
Then at the very least, would you kindly promise not to mention it to anyone else?
Don't feel embarrassed. No. Be proud. It's a lovely piece of writing. Quite revealing. I'd never guess you'd have such hidden depths. Tell me more.
That's quite enough.
Oh, that's absolutely adorable. So bashful. I simply must hear more of his poetry sometime soon.
No dobra, może nie końca, oczywiście się zachowała, ale dobry był początek, chociaż tyle dobrze. Dobra, Rafael, z kim jeszcze się tam pokumplowałeś? A, z Lucindą. Z kimś jeszcze? Nie, z Lucindą. What? Dlaczego z nią akurat?
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too many books this time. And I have to return them at some point. Ah!
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithea? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance. I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person. I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
You are remarkably talented at channeling me.
Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya. She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her. What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask. I'll be carrying this stack of books now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow, talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine.
O kurde. Powiem szczerze, te relacje są ciekawe. W sensie poznawanie ich wszystkich bohaterów dookoła jest bardzo ciekawe, ale jest czasochłonne, kurde, bardzo czasochłonne.
Ignatz? Why are you following me?
Oh, Can I help you with something? You must be struggling by yourself, Cyril.
This is my job. I do it myself.
Well, we could do it so much faster working together.
You don't have to.
I don't mind. Plus, if we finish early, you can go and do whatever you like.
You want to know what I want to do?
Sure, tell me.
I'd like to do my assigned work without you pestering me.
Oh, okay.
Why are you always so concerned about what I'm doing anyway, Ignatz? It's kinda weird, you know?
Wow. It hurts when you put it like that. I've been meaning to ask you about Elmira. You always look so busy, but I thought you might talk to me if I helped with your work.
There's nothing about Elmira worth talking about.
Nie wiem, kim jest Almara.
So fascinating. Please, tell me about the people, the buildings, the flowers.
Aha, jego miejsce pochodzenia, tak?
Any scenery you liked looking at.
Nope, never took much time to look at anything. Why do I gotta talk about stuff I don't want to talk about just because you're bored, Ignatz?
Even though you endured hardships, there must have been some things you enjoyed.
You don't get it. Look, I'm gonna go. Should have done it already.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Let me know if I can help. Oh, and I hope we can talk some other time.
But there's nothing to talk about. Jeez, what a weirdo.
Ten Cyril jest jakiś taki... Nie rozumiem, o co mu chodzi. Gościu chciał ci pomóc. Nie znam kontekstu. Jakiś tam musi być kontekst w środku, a ja go nie znam, nie wiem o co chodzi.
There you are, Lysithea. I've been looking for you. So, I have a hypothesis about your crests.
I know you're the one who sent me that anonymous letter. There are things we must discuss. Ugh, it sounded like some bizarre love letter.
What? No, of course not. However, I wonder what you would have done if it was.
Now I'm just confused and grossed out.
I'm sorry, but that is not the overall topic of discussion. Do pay attention.
Pay attention to you? As though anything you say is worth listening to. It's not like you can tell me anything I don't already know.
You don't have a very positive opinion of your crests, do you? That's why you should listen to me. I've dug through all my books, and there's no record of anyone being born with two crests. You are, to be blunt, an impossible occurrence. For you to have a second crest, it must have been forcibly implanted after birth.
Is that your theory then?
Yes, it is. To further the theory, if the power exists to implant a crest, then it must be possible to remove one too. And that is the real issue at hand.
I could have one removed?
Dlaczego ona by się chciała pozbyć jednego?
I'm helping him with it.
Professor Hanneman.
Based on your reaction, it seems you want one of your crests removed. I don't think I'd give up having 2 crests if I were you.
Is that so? Even if you'd gone through horrifying experiments, endless trauma, and if you knew that all this pain meant you'd die very, very young? That's what you'd think? You're completely lacking in empathy, so of course you would make such a crass and foolish assumption.
O Jezusie. Tak ostro. Marianne? Z kim ty się kumplujesz? O, z Leonie, z Hildą. O kurde.
You've been an enormous help. Thanks so much. Excuse me. I have some more supplies that just arrived for the infirmary. Oh, were there more? I thought I'd gotten them all. I just have bandages and other small things, but there might be more coming. Well, I just got the boys to bring in the heavy bottles. Looks like we can't fit all of it without some rearranging, though. You know, if you'd arrived earlier, you could have helped me tidy up. My apologies. I don't really need your apologies. I need your help. Oh, okay. How can I help? How can you help? I said tidy up, didn't I? See the shelves there? See if you can clear out some space and tuck away the bandages. I can try. Hey, careful, Marianne. There's some strong stuff in those bottles. I'm sorry, No, well, look, just leave the bandages for now and move the bottles from the shelf. I can do that. Now the bandages fell. No! So in the end, I did it all by myself. I'm sorry that I was no help. I just got in your way. It's fine. We'll even it out with pastries. You want me to get you pastries? I guess I can. You seem so thoughtful and composed, but you're surprisingly clumsy. It's such an odd mix. I practically have no choice but to take over for you. You're right. I'm sorry.
Jezu, to jest aż zadziwiające, ile tu jest dialogów. Zakończymy tutaj ten odcinek. Wiem, że mocno przesłuchany był, więc żeby was bardziej nie męczyć, kończymy tutaj i następnym razem po prostu dokończymy inne dialogi, dokończymy ten dzień eksploracji, porobimy inne rzeczy, żeby po prostu jakoś to tak zrównoważyć. Tak w każdym razie trzymajcie się, no i siemano.